Fulfilling the promise of decentralized finance, here's 8 reasons why Bitsquare is one of the best ways to buy Bitcoin today. This Juan Galt with Coin Olympics. I've been hired as the community organizer for Bitsquare, and I'll be doing a lot of promotion, and Bitsquare will be sponsoring a lot of the content at Coin Olympics. Bitsquare has gotten a lot of attention in the past, maybe a couple of weeks since the Bitfinex hack, because it is the most decentralized exchange for Bitcoin that I know of. It's basically basically out there. It's basically local Bitcoins in a decentralized fashion, but with a stronger focus on ease of use and usability. Bitsquare has native Tor implementation. You don't have to click anything, you don't have to install anything. You simply download the software, run it on your computer, and you're now connected through Tor. And this is really tackling the anonymity problem and the risks of surveillance that Bitcoin faces and that users face when they try to buy Bitcoin. Now, Bitsquare really is a decentralized exchange. It has no central servers. There's no server or company holding your coins, and at any given time, you're simply trading peer-to-peer. And Bitsquare is a marketplace where you can find buyers and sellers and interact with them in this fashion. Okay, the technology is built from the ground up to allow censorship resistance, and of course, as I mentioned, anonymity. One of the essential things about Bitsquare is that there is no ID requirements, no registration, unlike many exchanges where you have to give them a passport or use your legal name. You don't have to expose yourself in this sense, and this allows anybody around the world to access Bitcoin and trade it and enter this market, which is right now limited by the banking system, the thing that Bitcoin was in a sense designed to circumvent. Right now, most people get their Bitcoin at centralized exchanges. They hold their Bitcoin at centralized exchanges for really naive reasons, and they end up getting burned when these exchanges fail, like banks tend to fail. One of the key differences between Bitcoin and the banking system is that in Bitcoin bank, there's no such thing as banks that are too big to fail. Banks fail in Bitcoin, and that's the main reason why it was designed. It was designed to protect users from these failures, right? So you are trading with people and you control your money, and there's nobody in the middle to hide your risk. One of the things that Bitsquare is great at is that it actually enables trade among altcoins as well. There's a variety of altcoins available for trading in Bitsquare, including Monero, Dash, Ethereum Classic, Ethereum, Litecoin, Nubits, BitShares, of course Bitcoin, and a few others. And the most popular coins can ask Bitsquare to add them, and it's a fairly easy process if they prove that they are a legit community. Okay, there's a variety of other fiat currencies that are traded for Bitcoin on Bitsquare, including Canadian dollars, euros, Australian dollars, and US dollars, and there's a couple more. One of the great things about Bitsquare, in my experience, is that the community is very dedicated to decentralized and anonymous Bitcoin trading. It is a grassroots, anti-mass surveillance platform, and it's really pushing the boundaries for Bitcoin exchanges. I think that it is times like this when there's massive hacks that we realize that the decentralization of Bitcoin exchanges is a key pain point in this economy, and technologies that are open source like this and that are international and limitless and boundaryless, these are the kind of technologies that can really bring Bitcoin to the whole world, even where it's frowned upon, even where authorities do not allow it. This is peer-to-peer technology. Now, when it comes to fraud protection, Bitsquare tackles the problem in a way that is fairly new to the space. I haven't really seen any other exchange that uses arbitration, third-party arbitration, for securing the trades. So the way that it works is Bitsquare is essentially a wallet with multi-signature technology. In fact, you can use it like a wallet, and it's as good as any other wallet. The thing about Bitsquare is that you can choose your arbitrators and trade with people in a way that is decentralized, right? So there's no central server. You choose who you work with, and if there is a conflict, that arbitrator will help you guys resolve the problem and ultimately make the decision that there's more evidence for. You can rate them, and they have to put collateral in to be arbitrators, so it's not like they can just take the money or cheat you in any clear way. Okay, so this is a very important piece of the puzzle, and it actually enables a new kind of economy. People can become earners for being arbiters, and if they cheat, they lose a great deal of money, and that money can be used to repay whoever they do cheat. So it's very secure in that sense. One of the last things that is worth mentioning is that it is an open source technology. All of Bitsquare is open source, and you can learn more about it at bitsquare.io. Now, Bitsquare is not perfect. It is a developing technology, and it has been around in the market for about 3 or 4 months, and there's plenty of growth to be done. Right now, you will not see as much volume in Bitsquare as you see in other exchanges, and that is a problem with every exchange when they begin. However, this brings a few opportunities, particularly around arbitrage, okay, which savvy investors and experienced traders might find very interesting. And given its international reach, you'll probably find prices that are not common in other exchanges. As more people come in and as new promotions and ways to incentivize trading enter, you'll see a lot more volume, and this is something that we're working with. One thing that is important to know as well about Bitsquare is that the fees are somewhat unconventional. There is a 0.0005 Bitcoin fee, which is about 25 cents for the creation of an offer, and this is to prevent spamming. And there's a 50-cent fee, or 0.001 Bitcoin fee, that is paid to arbiters for being available at any time. When you make a trade, the Bitcoin that is being sold gets locked on a 2 of 3 multi-signature Bitcoin address, with the 3 keys, one being controlled by the seller, one being controlled by the buyer, and one being controlled by the arbiter. And you also, the seller and the buyer also both put up a 0.01 BTC collateral deposit that is also locked in that address. Now, if the trade is successful, everybody gets their deposits back. If there is a dispute, an investigation will be started, and the Bitcoin being sold will be held in the multi-signature address with the 2 of 3 sort of setup. Once the investigation is finished and the arbiter makes a decision, whoever is considered to have cheated or not have paid or not followed the rules, which you can learn more about on the website, then they lose their deposit, and of course they won't get the Bitcoin that was at stake, right? That money will be given back to the seller, or some other sort of peer-to-peer agreement can be reached at that point. And there's an appeal process as well, so you can learn more about all this on the website. But that's sort of the basic sort of setup, and the cheater's arbitration deposit is given to the arbiter. All right. So this is basically the contingency strategy for the rare occasion that some sort of issue does happen or that there is a cheating attempt. And the system has been developed very carefully to select only payments that are not at high risk or very low risk of default. Okay, the problem with fiat currencies is that and fiat trading systems is that they're often have a high risk of chargebacks and fraud. So Bitsquare has focused on picking only the ones that have the lowest risk or where it is not possible. Okay, but there's always edge case scenarios, and this is why arbitration is important, to make it even more difficult for that to happen and to safeguard and protect users. So I really suggest you check it out. It's really resolving and implementing one of the promises of cryptocurrencies, which is decentralized trading and peer-to-peer finance without middlemen, without banks. And there's a lot of opportunity here. If you want to be part of the community, if you want to help grow Bitsquare, now is the time to get in it. The growth is about to, we're just starting to get a lot of attention given the recent hack, and there's a bright future for Bitsquare, and there's a lot of things coming up and to be announced. We'll definitely keep you posted on what happens with development of Bitsquare, and if you have any questions or if you want to be part of the community or if you have any feedback, I'm somebody that can help with that. So thank you for watching, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Share it, like it. If you care about decentralization, this is an essential platform to promote and show some love to. Thank you for being awesome, and you have a great day.